What's up, all my Ewoks, tribbles, droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about She-Hulk and how basically the showrunners are completely relying on cameos to keep the hype up. But before we get into that, everyone, my channel is Hardcore Shadowband here on YouTube, so every single like, share, comment really helps out fighting, for my channel against the YouTube algorithms. Also, if you guys are new here and having it, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you actually get notifications when I post videos and I do live streams. And if you guys have been subscribed for a while and you haven't been seeing my content, make sure that you're still subscribed, because YouTube is unsubscribing people every single day, which sucks. But the only way to, make sure that you're still subscribed is by checking. Now that's out of the way, everyone, let's get on to the topic. All right, everyone, so I have this video pulled up. Now, this is an interview with Jessica Gao, who is the writer for She-Hulk. Now, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Probably don't know this, and if you guys have been familiar with my channel and my content, you guys know I have covered this topic extensively, and you guys are probably very familiar with who Jessica Gao is. But so she's been doing a bunch of interviews about She-Hulk, and guess what? This is supposed to be the biggest MCU show ever, but these interviews don't even get 1,000 views. This interview came out on August 14th and it only has 344 views. Also, I do have the Google Chrome extension, so I am able to see the dislikes. 16 dislikes to 14 upvotes. And are there any comments? Yeah. Look, this woman has never read a She-Hulk comic book or ever watched the animated Hulk show she would appear on. Sometimes she might as well be Kathleen Kennedy. Wow. But so obviously people that are actually watching this are pointing these things out. So I'm going to show you exactly, why that point that comment made, is spot on, as well as, everything that I've been saying is spot on. The show is literally riding on the coattail of cameos. Now, cameos were very common within the MCU all the time. They happen all the fucking time because all these characters are in the same universes, and so they would run into each other from time to time. So it's not uncommon, but if she actually read the fucking comics, she would know how to insert certain characters in and make it, make sense. If she only read the fucking source material, but it's very clear this woman was given a script to read where she has to mention John Byrne, she has to mention breaking the fourth wall, and there's a few other things that she does mention, but it's you obviously have no fucking idea what you're talking about. Now, she's going to start talking about cameos. So I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to try not to say anything while it plays, and then I'm going to comment on it. So let's do this.
So what other, since I want to get into some little fun stuff, what other kind of trials and relationships would you like Jennifer Walters to explore in this show, I guess? So,
it's just so fun coming up with different lawsuits and court cases for her to be embroiled in, because it is so such a built-in engine for bringing in guest stars and cameos and also new characters that we get to create and invent. So I'm just excited to see more of that and to have more of that happen. And
I'm sorry, I have to interject. All the court cases that you have to invent. I get it. Yes, be creative. But their idea of being creative is creating a formal coworker of her and turning him into a complete douchebag that gets fooled by shape-shifting elves. Just showing off how much of a complete moron douche this guy is. And so that's their idea of creative. Okay. Here's my thing. There is nothing wrong with people that are not naturally creative. There's nothing wrong with that. If your thing is science and numbers and you're very analytical, what is it? The left side of the brain versus right side of the brain. If you're the left side of the brain type of person, that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And, there are people that are just naturally inclined to be creative. And there's nothing wrong with that either. But when you get someone that is not creative at fucking all, and their only goal is to push some kind of virtue signal or some kind of agenda, oh my gosh, wouldn't it be funny if we make her old coworker a complete misogynist? Literally, A stereotype. Like, it's almost like he's a cartoon stereotype. Like, remember when, if you guys ever watched like the Popeye cartoon, and it's like literally that stereotype, but it's like, why wouldn't you just like be intelligent and have, you know, things be written well, and that way, like, when something funny does happen, it's done in an intelligent way. And I keep bringing up this show, Frasier. I don't know if you guys ever watched it. I absolutely love that show. So Frasier and Niles are very respected, and they're very good at their jobs as well. They're very respected psychiatrists, and Frasier is obviously the older brother, Niles the younger brother, and Niles is like a traditional psychiatrist, and Frasier was a traditional psychiatrist, and then he got into radio psychiatry. Very respected, very, very intelligent men, and it's a sitcom, which is what she's claiming she wants to do. One, it's a sitcom. Two, it has guest stars all the freaking times as Frasier's call-in guests, and so the show doesn't rely on who's calling in, which is part of the charm. But also, the reason why it's a comedy is because you get two very intelligent, educated men, and shit happens because they're humans. They are human fucking beings, and they make mistakes, and that's part of the charm and the humor of the show, is you can get someone that is that intelligent, that refined, and still, you know, they're able to get into trouble and laugh at themselves and stuff like that. But the thing with that show is it was written by intelligent, creative people, and unfortunately She-Hulk is not, which really fucking sucks. You want to bring in cameos so that way you can get, you know, clout every single week? Okay, pick up a fucking book and fucking read it. There's omnibuses out there that you can get on Amazon of She-Hulk. I was looking into this because I'm like, wait, I was like, maybe this chick wasn't given access to the Marvel Vault. Maybe for some fucking reason, they're like, oh yeah, let's let you, you know, write this show and never read a comic book. And so I was like, okay, could she look it up on Amazon? How, you know, how easily can you find this, like, at a comic book store in LA? And it's like, they're very easily accessible. You can get it at the public fucking library in Los Angeles, which is where I'm assuming this woman lives. You can get these comics and read them and go over cases that Jen has done. And I mean, I know that they just recently brought in the mutants. I know that they're debating on what they're going to call them now because of like copyright issues. So I'm not up to date on what their like terminology is based on the copyright issues. But I mean, one of the things that Jen does is she fights for, you know, the mutants' rights and everything, and how, you know, some of the laws that the humans made were going against, you know, the fundamental rights as, you know, for mutants because they weren't being considered human. That's a really, you know, important subject within the Marvel universe that they could touch on. And I know one of the things that she's alluding to is that Ben Grimm is going to come on the show, which is fine. Ben and, you know, She-Hulk have, you know, a really fun dynamic in the comics. We'll see if they actually capture that in the show. But this whole idea that, oh, we have to make up stuff and make up new characters and da-da-da-da-da. It's like, okay, fine, make up new characters, but the ones that you have made up are fucking terrible. So pick up a fucking book and sit down and do this crazy thing called read. Fucking read it. Take some goddamn fucking notes before you write a damn show, so that way you don't have to rely on celebrity cameos to make your show, you know, I guess clout worthy. Sorry guys, I didn't even finish that video. It just makes me so mad. It will be linked down below if you guys want to check it out for yourself. Also guys, do not go bother the person whose channel this is on. Don't go bother Jessica. Just leave them alone. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. They really don't care about us, and I have a video coming out tomorrow just illustrating perfectly how they don't care about the fans, because any type of criticism they label it as misogynistic. How dare you criticize She-Hulk, you misogynist, you sexist. And it's like, I'm a woman, and they're like, you have internalized misogyny, you're a pick me girl. And I'm like, who am I trying to get to pick me? I got a boyfriend. Like, what are you talking about? I want to be left alone in my little hobbit hole. I just want my shit to be good. You know, I've read these. I like this character. I just want it to be good. Why can't it be good? Why are these people in Hollywood so focused on making things absolute fucking garbage? It blows my mind. And I've had this theory that, you know, I mean, maybe it's not a theory, but it's more of like an observation on humanity. Like when I like to watch stuff, it's all older. And I'm so hesitant when it comes to like movies and TV shows that are coming out now because I'm like, God, they're going to be so bad, which is ironic because you would think with like the technology that they have to make movies and TV shows now, with the budgets that they have, with, you know, talent, I guess, that they have now, you would expect it to be better. But when I'm like, oh, I want to watch something and I want to be entertained, I go back, man. Like I've said, I love watching Frasier. That is a really fucking good show. And if you want to watch, you know, a satirical sitcom, go fucking watch Frasier. It's a fantastic show, and that came out, you know, decades ago. And you want to watch even better shows, go back even further. Well, I guess I wouldn't say even better shows, but I mean, in my opinion, like shows like Star Trek, like so freaking good, all the way back in the 60s. And I think one of the things about people back then is that they didn't rely on their phones for everything. You know, they didn't have to rely on Google, or they couldn't rely on Google because Google didn't exist. So people just had to naturally remember things and educate themselves so that way they wouldn't look like, you know, idiots. And so I feel like it's the lack of intelligence. I know that that's kind of mean, but I really think it is. I mean, just go back. There's a great channel on YouTube now. They're like uploading all of the Johnny Carson, like Tonight shows. Go watch some interviews of the people and you will see just how well spoken they are, how intelligent, how they carry themselves differently. And look at those interviews versus the interviews that people are doing now. It's night and fucking day, not the level of class, the level of intelligence, and, you know, just the refinement and respect that these people, you know, had for not only what their craft, but also themselves. It's very, very telling. And I think, you know, aside from the culture war, I think that's also, you know, it's partially why we're in the culture war is look at how, you know, people have just de-evolved. It's really fucking scary, but that's the world that we live in now, and it fucking sucks. But anyways, everyone, let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. And if you guys haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Make sure that that bell is set to all. That way you guys actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. And remember, guys, every single like, share, comment really, really helps out my channel fighting the pesky YouTube algorithms and shadow bans. And I would really, really appreciate it. So thank you. And with that being said, everyone, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and may the force be with you because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel and my content. And if you guys would like to support me further, my cosplay calendar, my gamer edition cosplay calendar is live still now on Indiegogo for a limited time only. We were very, very successful in the campaign, and we are currently in demand. In demand is only going to be up for a limited time only, so be sure to go check it out before we take this down. And guys, once again, thank you so much for this. If you guys want to go and back this campaign, the link is down below in the description of this video, and make sure that you guys check it regularly because I do add updates on there and more photos are coming soon. So thank you, guys. Also, guys, I do have two different Instagram accounts. I have one where I post my artwork, where I do painting streams over on my art channel, and then I re-upload them onto my art Instagram as little time lapses. So if you are interested in art and my painting process, that's the place to go. The link is in the description of this video, as well as my main Star Wars Girl Instagram. And on here, I post a lot of my cosplays that were not seen on the actual campaign page. So go check them out if you guys haven't already, and give me a follow. And last but not least, guys, I have a Twitch that I am trying to go. I am at 5.7K followers right now, and I'm trying to get to 10,000 by the end of the year. So if you guys haven't gone and followed me over on Twitch, go and do so now. The link is in the description of this video. I play a lot of games on here like Elden Ring and KOTOR, so go check it out if you haven't already. And that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.